Let's say air.
Who does she work for?
Huh?
Who is she?
She's the singer.
Where does she work?
She's a music teacher.
Oh.
So you don't have to do a bio on her or anything. Yes, she's somebody
What's that? I was making some edits. Good morning, everyone. My name is Scott Traylor, and it is my honor and pleasure to serve as Vice President of Online Operations at Bryant Stratton College. It's also a joy to welcome all of you this morning to the 169th Bryant Stratton College Commencement. I'll be leading you through today's ceremony. Will everyone please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem? Leading us this morning is Aaron Ayer. Thank you, Aaron. Everyone, please be seated. For your convenience, the area to my left along the front of the auditorium has been reserved for those wishing to take photographs of today's ceremony. However, we ask that you enter and exit the photo area only from the side of the auditorium so as not to interfere with others' abilities to see the stage. Seated on the stage today are faculty and academic staff members from our online education division. Please stand as your name is announced and remain standing until all have been introduced. Miss Dean Welch, Dean of Student Services. Miss Bria Lewis, Staff Attorney, Center for Elder Law and Justice. Dr. Karen Chapman, Dean of Instruction. Dr. Christy Perello Okeke, Program Manager. Mrs. Brenda Lynn Jackson, Full-Time Faculty. Miss Brianna Harris, Program Manager. Miss Heather Cook, also Program Manager. Also seated on stage are full-time and adjunct faculty from our online division. Please stand and be recognized. At this time, I would like to thank our active duty service members, veterans, spouses, and their families for their service. Graduates here today with military service have been honored with a red, white, and blue cord that they are wearing. Will all our graduates and audience members who have served our country in the past or who are recognized now or who are doing so now, please stand and be recognized. Thank you for your incredible service and sacrifice. Everyone, please be seated. Commencement is one of those most special days of the Bryant Stratton College community. We are so grateful to be joined by 180 graduates in person with their loved ones. I'm delighted to also welcome all of those who are joining us virtually online. These two groups are a part of the over 1,900 graduates that make up the class of 2023 for Bryant Stratton College Online Division. Today, we are celebrating you, and you made it. And we are here, and we are so proud of you. Now, class of 2023, I have one question. Are you guys ready to do this? All right, Dean Welch.
Gotta lower this a little bit. So your academic journey has been historic, under the most challenging and unprecedented circumstances, but it took the grit, resilience, and perseverance to get here. For some of you, this is your second Bryant Stratton degree. Others, you're a first generation college graduate. And many of you juggled parenthood, full-time jobs, illness, and other personal challenges and losses along the way. You have shown us that even in the most uncertain of times, dreams are possible. You all deserve to feel overwhelmingly proud in what you have accomplished. And myself, along with the entirety of the Bryant Stratton College staff and faculty, are so honored to have been part of each of your journeys. There's actually one more group here today that deserves to be recognized. To all the family and friends with us today, both in person and virtually, who have shared in your achievement, we thank you. We thank you for the encouragement you have offered and in many cases for the sacrifices you have also made so that your student could earn their degree today. Class of 2023, would you please stand and join me in applauding those who supported you near and far, including your own classmates and the faculty and staff who have also guided you along the way. You guys can go ahead and be seated again. We'll try not to do the stand up and sit down too much. So now I want to introduce the commencement speaker for today's graduation ceremony. Bria Lewis will be doing the speaking today, and I'm really excited to introduce her. Bria currently serves as a staff attorney in the Healthcare Advocacy Unit at the Center for the Elderly Law and Justice. This CELJ has been serving the Western New York region for over 40 years, and it's providing free, comprehensive civil legal services to older adults, people with disabilities, and low-income families. She's been employed there since September of 2020. Bria grew up in Albany, New York, and earned her Bachelor's of Art from the SUNY Albany University in 2014. She then went on to her Juris Doctorate from the New England Law in Boston in 2018. Bria is admitted to practice law in not only New York, but also in the District of Columbia. Bria was named to the 2023 class of 30 under 30 by the Buffalo Business First Journal, which is an award given to professionals under 30 years old based on their career achievements, leadership and initiative, community engagement, and the nominee's potential to become a community leader in a grand scale. Bria does live here in Buffalo and serves on the board of Amherst Senior Transportation Services and Child Voice. She actively serves in the children's ministry at Life Church Buffalo in West Seneca. Please join me in welcoming our commencement speaker, Miss Bria Lewis.
Good morning, Bryant Stratton College, class of 2023. I am honored that I have been chosen to be this year's commencement speaker. I remember a few months ago when I was first asked if I would be interested in speaking at this year's commencement ceremony, and the first thing I thought was, am I even qualified? Despite the many successes I have had, I still felt that they could have chosen someone better. In that moment, I realized that I was experiencing imposter syndrome. According to Webster Dictionary, imposter syndrome is a psychological condition that is characterized by persistent doubt concerning one's abilities or accomplishments, accompanied by the fear of being exposed as a fraud despite evidence of one's ongoing success. Despite this feeling, I agreed to give the commencement speech because I knew that I had something important to share. Many people see where I am today and think it's because I'm smart or that my journey was easy, but that is not the case. I would like to share some of my story of how I made it to where I am today. I was born and raised in Albany, New York, and from 8th grade, I knew that I wanted to be a lawyer, even though at the time I didn't know what that would entail. In college, I remember when I told people I wanted to go to law school, so many responses I received were, there are already a lot of lawyers, or the legal field is already saturated. But to myself, I would think, yes, there are a lot of lawyers, but not good lawyers, and that was something that I wanted to change. I also didn't have a backup plan. I'm not a good standardized test taker, and I took the LSATs twice just to get an average score. But it was enough, and I moved to Boston at the age of 21 to go to law school. This was also my first time away from home and living on my own. Skip forward 3 years, and I graduated law school, and now it's time to take the bar exam. And like I mentioned before, I'm not a good standardized test taker. During this time, I moved back home with my parents. A few months later, I get my bar results, and I failed. I was completely devastated. I remember just breaking down and crying. I had worked since 8th grade to get to this point, and I failed. I realized so many people talk about passing the bar the first time, but not many talk about those who fail. And that failing the first time doesn't make you any less of a lawyer than your peers. Now, as I had to mentally prepare to gear up to study again, I struggled with being happy for my peers that passed and were now moving on to be practicing attorneys. I take the bar the second time and I pass, and I gathered everything that I needed for the New York State bar admission, and my application was approved, and then COVID happened. I lost the job that I had at the time, and I went on unemployment. My admission ceremony kept getting pushed back as well. And finally, in June of 2020, I was admitted to the New York State bar. And then I started applying to jobs all across New York State. I remember when I first saw the job for Center for Elder Law and Justice, and I went downstairs and I told my mom, and her response was, "It's 4 hours away and it snows in Buffalo." And my response was, "I'll be fine, it snows here." And after 3 winters in Buffalo, I have learned that Buffalo winters are in a category of their own. I got an interview at the Center for Elder Law and Justice, and I got the job, and I moved to Buffalo, away from my family, in the middle of a pandemic. At times it was hard, but I'm still at the Center for Elder Law today, and I couldn't be happier. I do not regret any of the decisions I made, and I'm thankful for all the struggles that I've had to overcome to get here. I credit my faith, my family, and my friends. Many people may not believe it, but I am an introvert. Being up here right now is extremely nerve-wracking, but what I've learned throughout my journey is that it's important to step out of your comfort zone. It's important to take risks. You won't know how much you are capable of if you don't try. I leave you now with one of my favorite quotes by Maya Angelou, which says, "We may encounter many defeats, but we must not be defeated." In life, there are always going to be trials, setbacks, and failures, but it's important to remember that those failures do not define you. It's how you overcome them that makes the difference. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2023.
All right, we're almost there, I promise. So now is the time where we get to do my favorite award, which is the Dean's Award. So the Dean's Award for Excellence is awarded to a student who personifies the attributes of personal dedication, hard work, perseverance to overcome challenges on the pathway to achieving their goals. In both faculty and advisors' mind, they exhibit resilience, academic excellence throughout their time at Bryant Stratton College. After reviewing several candidates, the following students were selected to receive the Dean's Award. Once I call your name, please make your way safely to the stage to get your award. First is Bambi Ackright. The second individual, so they can make their way up to, is Jennifer Skotnecki. It is now my honor to introduce Dean of Instruction, Dr. Karen Chapman, who will now begin the presentation of candidates in the conferral of degrees. Good.
These candidates assembled here today have successfully completed the requirements in their individual majors, have met the academic standards for the college, and are therefore eligible to receive their degrees. Members of the college chapter of the Alpha Beta Gamma Honor Society are wearing a stole in recognition of their achievements today. Graduates who achieved a cumulative GPA of 3.3 or higher are considered to be graduating with honor and wearing a gold honor cord. The candidates will be presented by curriculum and will cross the stage in the following order: the associate's degrees, diploma candidates in technology and design, legal, business and technology, early childhood care, human and social services, and healthcare programs, followed by our bachelor degree candidates. The Dean of Student Services, Jennifer Welch, will be assisting in congratulating our graduates. Will Brenda Jackson please step up to the podium? Is the candidates all ready to graduate? I can't hear you. I think a little bit louder. All right, one more time. All right, now we're ready. Will the candidates for associate degrees and diplomas in our business and technology programs please proceed onto the stage to be presented and receive your degree? Oh, no, sorry. We are in the legal. So the candidates for associate degrees and diplomas for the legal programs, please proceed to the stage to be presented. Now I have my glasses on, I can see better. Will the candidates for associate degrees and diplomas in our business and technology programs please proceed onto the stage and be presented to receive your degree.
Terry and Ryan, Human Resources Specialist, summa cum laude, alpha beta gamma. Holly Girls Arrington, Human Resource Specialist, summa cum laude, alpha beta gamma. Mariah Nadowski, Human Resource Specialist, summa cum laude, alpha beta gamma. Dawn Lachey Shelton Wells, Human Resource Specialist. Donna Dodson Cole, Hospitality Assistant. Jacqueline and Ken, Accounting Assistant, summa cum laude. Elizabeth J. Johnson, Accounting, summa cum laude, alpha beta gamma. Jessica Reyes, Business, summa cum laude, alpha beta gamma. Maggie Teresa Hightower, Accounting, summa cum laude, alpha beta gamma. Edward C. Tatum III, Accounting, summa cum laude, alpha beta gamma. Justin O'Neill, Human Resource Specialist, magna cum laude, alpha beta gamma. Danielle Mitchell Bond, Business Assistant, summa cum laude. Adrian Torres, Donna Christopher Wright, Network Technology, summa cum laude. Angela B. Business, summa cum laude. Bryant Stratton, summa cum laude, alpha beta. Jane Morris, business cum laude, alpha beta.
Will the candidates for the associate degrees and diplomas in early childhood education please proceed onto the stage and be presented to receive your degree?
Janae Jones, early childhood education, summa cum laude. Ricky E. Ross, early childhood care and development. Christina Taylor, early childhood care and development, summa cum laude. Mia Simone Justice, early childhood education, summa cum laude, alpha beta. Savannah Penfield, early childhood education. Leonta Shante Akira K. Adams, early childhood care and development.
Will the candidates for associate degrees and diplomas in human and social services programs please proceed onto the stage and be presented to receive your degree?
William D. O'Reilly II, human and social services, and Alicia Frank Swan, human and social services, summa cum laude, Latoya Monique Fletcher, human and social services, summa cum laude. Tanika Nicole Scott, human and social services.
Will Dr. Christy Prelude OKK, the presenter for our healthcare associate's degrees and diploma programs, please step up to the podium. Will the candidates for associate degrees and diplomas in healthcare programs please proceed onto the stage and be presented to receive your degree?
Ashley Nicole Ellis, National University of Coding, summa cum laude, alpha beta gamma.
Congratulations.
Katrina Ann Jones, National University of Coding, magna cum laude, alpha beta gamma. Victoria Gabriella Lizette Lazara, National University of Coding, summa cum laude. Lily, cum laude. Kilo Rivera, medical office assistant, magna cum laude. Sandra Marie Carr, health service administration, cum laude, Alpha Beta Gamma. Danielle Marie McGraw, medical administrative assistant, cum laude, Alpha Beta Gamma. Alexis Cappy, medical administrative assistant. Megan McConnell, medical administrative assistant, cum laude. Sierra Jordan Richardson, Katie Jane Logan, medical office assistant, magna cum laude. Sarah Overton, Sandra May Cole, medical office assistant, cum laude. Stephanie Lee, medical university, cum laude, Alpha Beta Gamma. Nicole Marie Bright, medical university, cum laude. Katie Marie Burke, medical university, cum laude, Alpha Beta Gamma. Lorraine Shirley Carr, medical administrative, cum laude, Alpha Beta Gamma. Rachel O'Rourke, medical university, Jamie Class, Brooke Francis, medical assistant, Suzanne Marie Houston, Maria Ortiz Saldana, Rachel Lauren Hall, medical university, cum laude, Alpha Beta Gamma. Janine R. Pearl, medical office assistant, cum laude. Cecilia J. Lucas, medical related, medical university, cum laude. Alicia J. Johnson, medical office assistant, cum laude. Jada Alexis Bryant Taylor J. Jones, Amanda Preston, medical Victoria N. Torres, Brittany Noah, Natalie
I just love all the enthusiasm here this morning. Keep it coming. Will the candidates for bachelor's degrees in general management, health services administration, human and social services, and medical services management please proceed onto the stage to be presented to receive your degree? Class of 2023, you should be proud of your accomplishments here today. Nice job. And at this time, I would like to call upon William Golightly, our nominated student speaker, to deliver some closing remarks.
Good morning, everybody. I would like to start by thanking the faculty, the staff, Dean Welch, for this opportunity. My name is William Golightly. I want to congratulate all the graduates who are here today. You should all be proud of yourselves. I recently achieved an associate's degree in human and social services. I was enrolled in the online program where I made Dean's List every semester and held a 4.0 GPA consistently throughout the program. I faced many challenges personally and professionally, but each obstacle helped prepare me for my chosen career. The education I received from Bryant Stratton College provided me with the tools I need to be successful when I begin my career. The decision to go back to school was a tough one, considering I graduated high school in the year 2002. I had very little confidence in my ability to keep up with and maintain good grades. After working unfulfilling jobs, it was time for a change. I have decided I want to be an addictions counselor. At the beginning of the program, I was very nervous and at times would overthink the assignments. We learned early on about how to use Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. I had little knowledge of how to use these programs. However, being familiar with them would prove to be crucial within my chosen profession. By learning how to use these applications, it better prepared me for presentations, how to send professional emails, and tracking clients in their progress. The challenges in the beginning were overcome and made me a better student and an even better candidate for a job. Once the challenges in the beginning of the program were overcome, I noticed the courses were beginning to get tougher. I have never been good at time management, but what I learned during my classes was incorporated into my professional and academic life. Learning how to manage my time properly made me a better student and employee. There was a time where I would be late for work or cram all of my assignments in due to procrastination. I put myself on a schedule and followed that schedule, and this turned out to be so very beneficial at work and with my academics. My education provided me with the tools to be successful in the workplace, but I had to put in the work myself and remain disciplined to achieve success in both areas of my life. I currently get up earlier, plan, and prepare for any tasks given to me at work. The beginning was challenging, the middle was more challenging, but I faced bigger obstacles towards the end of my academic journey. In the final few months of the program, my father got sick. He was in kidney failure due to diabetes. I took care of him while working a full-time job and being a full-time student. My father passed away in October of 2022, and I promised him I would finish and continue my education. I enrolled once again at Bryant Stratton College to achieve my bachelor's degree in Human and Social Services. I have already started those classes on May 3rd. The challenges that arose from dealing with the passing of my father, along with work and school full-time, gave me more passion to succeed in the human and social service field. My father chose to stop dialysis, and having classes that pertain to end-of-life care prepared me for this situation. It gave me confidence that if I ever had a client who was in a similar situation, I could help guide them to make the transition from life to death a little easier and comfortable for the client and their family. The challenges I faced during my studies were overcome, which raised my confidence with each time I overcame an obstacle. As previously mentioned, at the beginning of my education experience, there was much anxiety about my success. The classes in the beginning were very beneficial in helping me to gain confidence to be a great employee in my profession. I am a big advocate of time management and taking mental health breaks to recenter yourself. The program taught me how to manage my time and decompress healthily to maintain my mental health and allow me to be more effective in my career. During the time my father was sick and after he passed away, the education I received from my courses helped me to understand grief, end-of-life care, and respecting the individual's decision to end their life. I feel if I could be strong for my father, I could certainly be a help to a family who is struggling with these tough decisions. I'm currently enrolled in the bachelor's program for Human and Social Services. That started on May 3rd. I am working for a social service organization where I manage a food pantry and am helping the local community put foods on their table. My ultimate goal is to become an addictions counselor, and I will attain that goal because I am motivated, passionate, and driven. No matter what obstacles we have to face on our journey to success, it is crucial to remember that we must not give up when things get tough. I'm confident in my future because of the education I received from Bryant Stratton College, and all of you should be just as confident as well. Congratulations and good luck to all of you.
Thank you, William. Now the time I've been waiting for. Vice President Traylor, these candidates have met all requirements for the degrees indicated and are recommended by the faculty for conferral of these degrees. Will all candidates for degrees please stand so that Vice President Traylor may officially confer graduate status upon you?
Thank you, Dr. Chapman. Are you sure? I thought you said there was one more course they needed to take. One more semester? No? Okay. Candidates, by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the states of New York, Ohio, Virginia, and Wisconsin, and by the governing body of Bryant Stratton College, I am privileged to confer upon you the degrees recommended by the faculty. I now invite you to move the tassels on your caps to the left side to indicate that you are indeed graduated. And now, I proudly present the official Bryant Stratton College graduating class of 2023. On behalf of the Board of Directors, faculty, staff, thank you for joining us here today on this special occasion, and thank you for all the volunteers who have helped putting on today's ceremony. Congratulations to all the graduates. I hope you feel confident to take charge of the next chapter of your life, and I'll remind you of the fears you've overcome, the new experiences that you're embracing, and during your time at Bryant Stratton College, we thank you for being here. Be proud of your bravery and your resilience. Both will serve you well on all of life's journeys. As you take your first steps into your professional life post-graduation, know that life is going to challenge you, but keep going. Continue discovering your future. We can't wait to see what you'll do next, and good luck to you all. The 2023 graduation ceremony of Bryant Stratton College is officially adjourned. I ask that you please remain seated until all the graduates on stage and stage participants have recessed up the aisles. Graduates, please return to the auditorium after the recessional for a group photo. For those of you who are interested, professional photo sittings will be available in the holding area across the hall immediately following the ceremony.